In this video, I'm going to be telling you the top 10 foods to help with your immune response. Welcome to the Liz and Scats channel. Hello, I'm Liz and I'm a clinical holistic therapist, yoga and meditation teacher, and very soon to be a keto nutritionalist as well. And with my gorgeous husband Scats, we together have lost 110 pounds and reversed Scats's type 2 diabetes, which is unbelievable. Now, after our little journey, we understand the plethora of information that's out there and how difficult it can be to actually filter through it all. So our channel is here to help you by creating all of the holistic health tips that you need, from keto to fasting to immune system. So help us to help you by doing this.
Subscribe, and click on the bell.
The immune system. It's actually a little bit misleading to call it that because our entire bodies are geared up to helping us repel any foreign bodies in there. So the immune response is actually the body's capacity to repel and defend itself against all of these microbes and bacteria. So we are in fact an entire immune system, our whole body. We have between 40 and 50 trillion cells, and each one is playing its own little part to actually fight off anything that comes into the body that's unwanted or that can make you sick. To start off with, the cell membranes actually determine what goes in and goes out. Then organs like the skin and the lungs, etc., determine which viruses can actually come in and out. Not quite so pleasant, but mucus is actually secreted to create barriers and traps to all foreign objects. We also have things like free radicals and phagocytes that secrete toxic substances that poison foreign invaders to death. That's our chemical defense. And our amazing detoxification organs like the liver, the kidneys and the spleen that are filtering out foreign agents. And of course, the largest organ of all, the skin. Lastly, white blood cells, which is what we normally think of when we think of the immune system. And these need to all be healthy in order to be able to work correctly. The adage that we are what we eat is really, really important here. Whole foods, organic when we can, grass-fed animal products, free-range animal products, all help to improve our immune response. When we eat food, the things that we need are vitamins and minerals in their natural and organic absorbable form, essential amino acids and essential fatty acids like omega-3, 6 and 9. These are the main resources for keeping all of the above in tip-top condition to fight all sorts of illnesses. What doesn't help are processed foods. Less vitamins and minerals in those. Amino acids and fatty acids tend to be way less in processed foods, and that's because the actual manufacturing process reduces all of these wonderful minerals and vitamins so that we don't actually get them when we eat these foods. So the vitamins and minerals that we need to help our immune systems are these: vitamin A, C and D, which activate the white blood cells. Very, very important. Vitamin A is absolutely key to activating the mucous membranes in our cells. Zinc is one of the key minerals that we need to activate white blood cells as well. Calcium, but it needs to be calcium lactate, as the body doesn't know what to do with calcium carbonate and tends to just excrete it. That's why a lot of these supplements which contain calcium carbonate don't actually do their job very well. Amino acids and fatty acids are required for healthy membranes and barriers within the body. And amino acids are the building blocks of cells. Very important. But what's really, really important here is that we're not actually talking about more is better. We just need to ingest what we need each day, because anything that we eat that's over the amount that we need each day is just excreted. So what actually hurts the immunity? Sugar, very inflammatory. Alcohol, which actually stops autophagy in its tracks. So if you're fasting, then alcohol is really not a very good idea. Smoking. So many carcinogens in smoking, in cigarettes and in tobacco of any sort whatsoever. Really bad for you. Stress. The release of cortisol in your body is never a good thing, and not in high quantities like it is when you are stressed out. And processed food, finally. This actually will wear down and deplete the body's immune system because it's got such low nutrient content. It's very important to think holistically here. If you do actually ingest any of those things that I've just talked about, then no nutrient or supplement is going to actually reverse the damage. You just need to do it over time. We can't think that if we just ingest loads of vitamin C that we're going to make ourselves well. That's not the way it works, because we will only take what's needed and excrete the rest. The best thing to do is to keep those things that hurt your immunity to a minimum, and that's the best way that we can help ourselves to stay immune responsive. So in the short term, avoiding the toxic foods and habits is around about half of your healthy immune system. And then stress, or avoiding stress, is about 40%, and nutrition is about 10%. So that's the short term. When we get stressed, we tend to eat the wrong foods, and then that's when we can get unhealthy. There are no wonder pills to be able to just make everything right after we've eaten the wrong food for a week or two. So just bear that in mind. In the long term, avoiding the foods is about 33%, so about a third of your immune response. Reducing stress again is about the same, and nutrition again is about the same, 33%. So it's good to keep a nice balance. That's what we're talking about when we say an holistic approach. So the right foods, reducing stress, and making sure that we avoid the foods that are going to cause us a problem. So now, here are the foods that really do help boost your immune response, starting with number 10. Spinach, high in vitamin A and vitamin C, magnesium, iron, potassium and calcium. It's low in calories and high in fibre too, and great when it's either cooked or raw, so it's really versatile. Coming in at number 9 is pumpkin seeds. We get something like 85 grams of zinc and lots of calcium in pumpkin seeds, 40 grams of healthy fats, and it's insulin healthy. Brilliant. Straight in at number 8, it's broccoli, my favourite. 100 grams provides 140% of your daily vitamin C requirements, 21% of your vitamin A, and 4% of your zinc requirements, and 5% of your calcium. Holding steady at number 7, it's bell peppers or capsicums, also known as sweet peppers. We're talking here about the green peppers. They're really keto friendly too. 100 grams provides, wait for this, 213% of your vitamin C requirements, 104% of your vitamin A requirements, and 3% of zinc and 1% of calcium. Lots and lots of minerals too. Fantastic. Number 6, not for you vegetarians and vegans, but this is beef steak. In 170 gram portion, you get 145% of your zinc requirements per day and 40 grams of complete protein. Wonderful. Number 5, eggs. We get 33% of our vitamin D just from eggs. Isn't that amazing? 30% of vitamin A, 22% of zinc, 9% of calcium, and 21 grams of complete protein. That is per egg. Getting close to the top spots now here. This is number 4, cod liver oil. This stuff is unbelievable. 1 tablespoon of cod liver oil contains, wait for it, 375% of your vitamin D needs per day. Magic. 450% of your vitamin A, loads of amino acids like EPA and DHA. Fabulous. In addition, as a wee bonus, cod liver oil actually helps to moderate inflation, which is really good for your immune response. Now we come to the top 3, and at number 3, it's turmeric or curcumin. This is actually antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and actually moderates the effects of stress. Really important to know that when you're ingesting any kind of turmeric, to make sure that you put it with black pepper. Now, black pepper contains something called piperine or piperine, and will actually help the body to extract the curcumin from the turmeric. Very close to the number 1 spot now. Number 2 is ginger. This is a medicine food, absolutely. It's antimicrobial, it's antifungal, it aids digestion and actually aids absorption of foods into the gut. But it also improves gut flora, which of course everybody needs for a healthy immune response. Perfect. And what's at number 1? I think you might have guessed it, it's garlic. There is a long tradition in helping with immunity, and garlic is number 1 and top of the list. It's antibacterial, anti-yeast, antifungal, anti-mold, antiviral qualities, and it's also very, very medicinal and helpful for the gut flora. It also has 50% of our daily vitamin C per 100 grams and 10% of our daily zinc requirements and 18% of calcium as well. Who knew garlic contains calcium? Now for the bonuses. Woohoo! One of the things that we really need to do to help our immune system or our immune response is to drink lots and lots of water. Now it's called the flu season, and the reason why it's called the flu season is because we tend to drink less water during the winter than we do during the summer months, and that also increases our likelihood of becoming sick. So, lots and lots of water. Now, I hear you cry. Water is very difficult to drink during the winter. I understand this completely. So what I try and do is to incorporate other types of water. So like there'll be water, fizzy water, for example, but I'll also include herbal teas like chamomile and green tea, which actually contain lots of antioxidants, and that can actually boost your immune response as well. Great bonus. So in conclusion, the vast majority of issues with immune response comes from lack of water, eating the wrong and processed foods, lots of sugar, not a good idea, and making sure that we stay clear of smoking, people who do smoke, and ingesting too much in the way of alcohol. Another thing that's very, very important for our immune response is to make sure that we're well rested. Lots of sleep is really vital. An adult requires between 6 and 9 hours of sleep, depending on how our metabolism works. And this is really, really important. It should be all in one go and not just in little sporadic spurts. Also, we need to make sure that we keep our stress levels at a minimum. Very difficult right now. I understand lots of people are still in lockdown or approaching lockdown or coming out of lockdown. All these things add to our stress in our daily lives. So why not do some of my little meditation videos? These are absolutely brilliant, great for if you just want to go to sleep listening to some beautiful music, or actually sit and meditate using my voice as a guide. Thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of my video today, and I look forward to welcoming you back once again next time. Bye bye.